Today class, today we were going to discuss modify commands and then annotation, then dimension and text. Okay. So for in order for us to do auto modification, we create a circle. See anywhere in this workbench. So you see enter, then maybe 150. Okay. Anywhere, then you can please create a rectangle, 150 by 300, 200. Okay, then we create a line, and then okay. So after this, from we can create also again a polygon with seven sides from here, inscribing a circle, and then with 100. Okay, so we already have this. So we want to use the first modify command, which is the move. So in order for you to use the command move, you can just click here. So move, you create, select this one. For example, this uh, line, you want to move it here in the rectangle. So you just click this and then enter. Then the base point, you can use which point you want actually. But if this has a certain endpoint that you want that you needed to, you need to have a specified base point. You can put it if you need an endpoint, then you can just click the endpoint. If you need the midpoint to be the base point, you need to click the midpoint. Okay, so now we can use the midpoint as the base point. And then in order for you to move, if you want to move anywhere in any angle, please check your mode, no? So the ortho mode should be off, or F8 should be off, deactivated, so you can check where you can move your image. Okay, so we decided to put here in the midpoint of the rectangle, so just click it. So that is how you use the move command. Okay, so for the copy, from the copy word, you we copy any image in our drawing, no? So for example, we want this heptagon to be copied, so just click copy, then select the object, and then enter. Then you just look for any midpoint. So for example, you want it here, then you just want to put here maybe in the first and second quadrant. So you just click and then enter. So you can have a multiple uh, image actually. So we just copy, enter, enter. So you can have a multiple copy of the object you want to do. Okay, so you can also copy multiple images, no? So for example, you want to copy this one, so you can select all, then enter. You can copy, then base point is here, for example, and you can have it here. See, you can have a multiple uh, copied object, no? We're using the copy uh, command. Okay, so next, the stretch is just stretching the selected object. For example, the line you want to stretch until here. So you just click select object, enter, and then you just want to do this, extend or stretch until here. So that is stretch. Okay. Next, rotate. click, for example, this one, and then enter. So the base point is, for example, this one. Then you want to rotate here, maybe 270 degrees. So you can just look here. Then it's already rotated. Okay. So we put back to original state. Then the next one is mirror. It's almost the same as rotate, but it will always be at the opposite side. Okay. So for example, this one. So you want to mirror this into this side. Then it's already mirror. Usually, do not erase the source object so you can know what is its original state. No? So you just click no. Then you already have a mirrored one. So for example, this one, you want to mirror this one. You can have it selected, enter. Then you can have the other side, for example. You can have it here. Or you can, in order for you, if you wanted to have a right angle um a mirror, you can just click F8. So at least you know already which one. Okay, if you want it to be 90 degrees, you can use this one. Okay, yes. Then after that, you can also have scale. So scaling is to increase or decrease a certain object. For example, this one. You wanted to increase this to become bigger. So you just have to change the scale. If you want to double it, then you can just click or enter the value of 2. If you wanted to decrease it, the value should be less than 1. So the point decimal, point 0.5, point 0.2 if you want to have a lesser scale of the object. Okay. So for example, this one, enter. Then if you wanted to make it bigger, so you will just have, for example, the factor of 5, then you have this. So if you wanted to just, for example, this one, you want to decrease this. So you just change the value from point 0.5, for example, point 0.5. Okay, so it decreases half. Okay, so that is how you use your your scaling. No, so next would be trim. So trimming, if ever you wanted to uh, erase certain lines, for example, this one, you wanted to clear all of the overlapping lines here inside the circle. So you just click this. So it's already trimmed. Okay. So if you want to have a multiple trimming, you just hold the left click the left mouse, the mouse one. So you just click this, then hold it, then drag all the lines that you want, or lines or any images that you wanted to trim. Okay. Yeah. So it's already trimmed. Okay. So that's how you use your trim image. Oh, sorry, your trim modify command. Then the next one is the fillet. Okay. So fillet is like an arc. So for example, we have this rectangle. So you want to have a fillet here. So in order for you to do that, you just click fillet. You need to select two objects. So this side to this side. So you just click this and then the other one. Then you just need to have a let's say an a radius, no? So you can have, okay, I'll just show you again. So you want to have this, then this. Wait. Okay. So we have fillet. example, 6. Eight, the two. Then, it's not wait for a while. So maybe a line. Then we have a line. Okay. So we fill it this first object. So first object, enter second object. Yeah. So you have that one. You do, for example, have 10, then select that one. So that is how you do, okay, the fillet command. So you just click radius if there's a radius already. So I'll click again. You see? So next one, you can have a fillet. So first things first, you don't have any value. That's why it's not working because we have a value of 0. So if you wanted to have a fillet like this, you click the radius. You see? You can have a polyline radius, 3 more multiple. So you can have a multiple. So you all of the okay, so you can already no need if there will be if you have the same radius, you can just click uh all the sides that needed to change as long as the radius will be the same. Okay? So that is how you use your fillet. Okay? So next we have the array. No? So for example, we use this into have a multiple images. So you can have it a rectangular array, path array, or polar array. So we use the rectangular array. Okay. So for example, we create another rectangle here. So we click the array. So rectangular array. Click here. The object. Then you will have uh, select object, then enter. So you have this one. So you can have a default setting of columns. You have 4, 3, and then in between. No? So you can change all of this or modify this. So once you already are you satisfied with all the uh, specified specification, then you can just close the array. So columns, if you need to change columns, you can just change here. You can also change the rows here, and also the distances. You can also change from here. Okay, if you are already finished, you just close array. Okay, so no need for you to copy one by one, no, or all if for example this is a layout, no, so for houses for example, so you don't need to have a command to create all of this rectangles. Okay, so that is for your rectangular array. Okay, so for example a polar array, so from the word polar, it's circular. So you can use this when you are doing concentric circle or you have anything that is related. not only actually circle, but you can also use the rectangles. Okay, so this is a circular. So for example, you want this polar array, enter, then specify, for example, this one. So you can have it like this. Okay, so you can also change here. For example, you have two rows. Okay, you have that. You can also have distances, for example, 150, enter. So you can change from here. Okay, then once you are finished, you can just close it. Then you already have a polar array. Okay, so for a path array, so you can have from the word path, it will follow the path. Okay, okay. So for example, this one. Okay, so now we will use the path array. You can check it. So select object, enter, and then the next one you can have, you see, select the path curve. So if ever you want this one, this is the path. You see, you can check, you can see that it has would be basis. The basis would be in this path that we've draw. No, so we've drew. So this is how you use array. Sorry, Paul. Path array. If you have a specific path uh, that is needed in the drawing, so you can have rectangular array, rectangular polar in a circle way, and a path if you have a specific path to have an array. Okay. So then, okay. So then you can just close array. Then the next one, we use the offset. Okay, so offset is a very useful tool when you have, for example, if you uh want to have thickness, for example, or you have a cert, if you want to increase or you have a border, you can use offset. So we create a rectangle, for example, and then you want to have a, a, a larger uh, rectangle or a lower rectangle with an offset. So meaning there's a thickness, for example, or a borderline. So you can use offset. So you just click the distance, you just click through, and then for example 20. So click, you see, you can click outside or click inside. Which one do you need? So you want a larger one, you can just click outside, or a smaller one, you just click inside. Okay, so you can have it multiple. Okay, when we zoom out, you can see that is how you use offset. Okay, so another command, you can also use the uh, break or the break at point. So the difference between the two is that for break you have a gap. So if you have break at a point, just a point. So I can show you this one. So for example, we have another rectangle. Okay, so now we will use the break point. The break. So we just click this. So for example, select object. You see how you use this. Okay, so when you see until here, maybe you need to have a gap until here. So that is how you break it. Previously, we have a rectangle, right? So when you use the break, it will be like this. There will be a gap. So the difference between break at a point is that I will create another one. So there will be a specified point where you break it. Okay, so you just click this. Then, for example, here there will be no gap, but when you do this, when you select this. Okay, wait. I do another one, so it will be prominent. So, for example, this one. So, for example, take out this one. So, for example, this one. Okay, so when you check this, you see there is already a break at the point. So previously, this is a polyline, which is when I select it, all of this is selected. But now, since I uh, use the break at point command, it's already been broken. No, so this is the first one between a break and a break at a point. So there will be only break at point. So break will have a gap like this. Okay, so this are your these are your modified commands, no? So next, we'll continue discussing uh text. Okay, so text, you can just do a multi-line text or a single line text. So M text, we just click here, first corner, and then for example, this is how big you need to have a text. So you can just go like that, and then you can just type it here. So you can just do all of this. M text, it's a multi-line text. Okay, so if you cannot check, maybe you have a very small size, so you can just from here, you can change all of the sizes here. You can just double click, you can see all of this annotative, no, standard, and you have it here. You can also from here, you can change all of this. That would be the property text, no? So next would be dimension. So we just go back to our previous one. So for example, dimension. So you have a linear, you have a line, angular, arc length, radius, diameter. So these are all dimension, no? So for this, if you needed a linear dimension, you just click dimension. So specify if you want to have a specify one. This is how you do a dimension. Okay, for linear. So this one. Okay. So you can see you cannot see the dimension, the value of the dimension. Maybe it's because your setting is has smaller font size. Okay. So later I'll show you how to change this. So that is how you use linear. Then aligned would be aligned, no? So for example, mm, this one, this one, for example. So this is aligned, depending on which one you are need, what you need. Okay. So that is aligned. See, from here, here, that is aligned. Okay. So from here, here to here, for example. Yeah. So you can just click and change or do a measurement or a dimension. Okay, so next you have angular. So angular, in angular you need to have your for example this one. We have two sides, so this one and then another one. See, you already have your angular dimension. So another one, this one, and then this one. See, you have 120. So this one, for example, and then this one, 120. Okay, this is how you do an angular. You need to have two sides. Okay, so that is how you do your angular dimension. Next, you have the arc length. So for example, we'll have an arc length. Or, uh, okay, so I created an arc length. So for arc length, you just do this. See, that is your arc length. Arc. Okay, next you have your radius. Okay, radius. Okay, so this one we have a circle. So you can see the radius. Okay, so the difference between r radius and diameter. So this is radius will represent r 150. For your diameter would be theta. You see? So these are the difference between a radius and a diameter. This is how you use your dimensions. So since we cannot see your dimensions number, you can just change here annotation, then click ISO 25, then click manage dimension styles. So when you click that, you can do modification from here. Just click modification. You can change the text height from here. So for example, 25, enter. So you can also change the text color by red, for example. And then you can also have a fill color. Yeah, for example, yellow. So you can do that as well. So I just choose none. So you can also change the lines here. You can just also change your the line color, and then also the extension line. You can also change it. You can also put blue or any other color. You can also change the line type to hidden if you want to. So you detect the arrow also symbols. You can also change from here. Also the text, the fit, the primary units. You can change from two decimal places to four four decimal places. You can just change from here also. You can have alternative units and tolerances. This is how you use your uh, annotation. No? Okay, so okay, close. S- So now, if for example, if you will need to do a dimension, this should have this should change, but I think I forgot to save it. So from here, you can just change all your dimension, the text, and all the modify commands. Okay, so you can all change from here. No, all of those modify commands will help you in doing the drawings. Okay, so this is all for now. Okay, thank you.